Hi, welcome to B102.
Come on in. I think the number one thing when you walk in here is obviously the amount of animals that are in this room.
These are all working animals and they all have a purpose. They're not here for decoration. We use the animals for math, science, social studies, and language arts and reading. It's a great hook.
This classroom is an inclusion classroom. That means that it has students that are classified, so it makes for a very diverse but very interesting group of students.
A lot of people fear snakes, and there's some snakes you should fear, and there are some snakes that are really quite harmless.
So we teach them that it's okay to take risks as long as it's a calculated risk and as long as you're with somebody who you trust.
Actually, my first day with Vickie, when she walked in, this is what we did to her. We like to do that to people to see if they actually fit into the classroom.
It's actually our initiation. She's a ball python, so she rolls up in a ball, which makes it very difficult to measure her length.
It's not very easy to measure a snake with a straight ruler.
No, it's not. And the kids find that out too.
So how are we going to do this?
I don't know. We have to problem solve.
Let's ask the kids. They're smarter than we are.
That's right.
And when kids hold it for the first time, they realize that they can do things that they used to fear or they were hesitant to do. And we extend that to other lessons. You may not want to hold a snake, but you did it. How do you feel? You may not want to do a presentation in front of a classroom. How do you feel? You may not want to write a paragraph and read it to the class. How do you feel? You can do many things that you don't think you can do.
One of our science kits during the year is mixtures and solutions. It works in perfectly with our saltwater tank.
We try to tell the kids that there's no sense learning something if you're not going to apply it. And if you do apply it, you're going to be learning it much better. So they apply the knowledge of mixtures and solutions in a life and death situation.
Yes, they do. They learn to use a deep 6, which is a salinity gauge. And they understand that if there's too much salt or not enough salt, then the fish will die. And they know that that's the situation and that they're actually caretakers to these fish.
I would not handle all spiders, I would not handle all tarantulas, but our understanding is that this is a tarantula that is fairly gentle. It does have its fangs, it does have venom, but the strength of the venom is not like a bee sting, we've been told. And if a child gets to hold a tarantula with parental permission, they feel actually much better about themselves, like they've accomplished a goal.
There's a backdrop on Rosie's, the tarantula's cage. The students, in the beginning of the year, they research different animals. They're responsible to make a backdrop with their research information so that they can care for the animals. This is our bearded dragon lizard, Abe.
We call him Abe because of the beard. That's one reason. And then we named him Abe also because for some reason the students have been led to believe that Vickie actually dated Abe Lincoln in her youth.
Yeah, my first boyfriend. Yes, jilted by Mary Todd.
If a teacher wants to start having an animal or two in their classroom and they are uncomfortable or don't have the strong background, there are certain animals that are more amenable to that. We recommend guinea pigs because it's one that responds to students as they walk into the room.
So there's things that they can do on a smaller scale. It doesn't have to be a scale quite this large. Although I think once they realize the benefits of using some animals, they'll probably want to have more.